Hello, my name's Sarita and I'm speaking to you today from Soulhenge, and I'm here to help you understand the truth about who you are. Now, what I wanted to share with you today was something that may be helpful to you if you are having troubles manifesting your heart's desire, because as we know, we are manifesting creators in every moment. And what happens for many of us is that we begin to manifest stuff, but it never quite comes into fruition. And I wanted to explain to you today a reason why this happens to many people and something that you can do to clear it quite easily. And in order to understand what may be getting in your way, you need to be aware of the fact that you are basically a soul, a spiritual being who is having a finite experience within a physical body. And what's happening in this third dimensional reality is you have been given the choice of free will. And that's why everything that you emit into the source field comes back manifested into your reality without judgment from source consciousness. Because source consciousness, of which you are a part, which is through you, in you, and all around you, God, if you will, is an all-loving being. It has no judgment around what you are doing or what you are manifesting. It's just bringing you what you have thoughts and feelings about. So if you're trying to manifest something specific and it's not coming back to you, if you're doing all the meditations and you're projecting your feelings out to source consciousness and you're really feeling them and they're in your head and you've really got your manifestation process going well, but it's not happening, there's one probable reason why this is so, and it's based around your judgments. Now, judgments are when we put our attachment onto an idea, and whether you have attachment to something positively or negatively, it's still an attachment. And what happens is when you judge something, when you put a judgment on it, something with your opinion, what happens is it limits you. And I'm going to give you some examples. And I'm going to talk about money because it's something that's a biggie for a lot of people. We have a lot of judgments around money and they tend to get in our way when we're trying to manifest something. So for example, I myself grew up, my mum was a single parent, and my mum was of the opinion that you had to work hard to make money. And basically I made a judgment about that opinion, and my judgment, I brought that opinion into alignment with myself. So I chose to believe that opinion about money. So of course, if I'm trying to manifest money easily, if that is my judgment around money, what's going to happen is, even though I'm trying to manifest money coming easily into my life, I've got a deep-seated belief, a judgment that I'm in alignment with, which is that you have to work hard to make money. So I'm in opposition with my own manifestation process. And money is a big one for people. You've only got to look at the world, at humanity right now to understand the judgments we have around money, because we've created a system where 1% of the population has 99% of the wealth. And if you look at the judgments that people have around money, they're extraordinary. They're things like money doesn't grow on trees, that money is evil, that if you do spiritual work you shouldn't receive money, that's wrong in some way, that people who have money are mean and they'll trample on anyone to get it, and that if you have money you don't have love. These are the kind of judgments that loads of people have around money, and they're not even consciously aware of their judgments. And we can have judgments about anything in our lives, and generally the judgments that we attach ourselves to or we resist, so in other words, we're attaching to their opposite, really affect everything that happens to you in your life. And often we are picking up these judgments from when we're very small, and they tend to be judgments that aren't even our opinion, like what happened with me and my mum. We just attach to the opinions of others that we care about. Because obviously I love my mum very much. I lived with her for years and years. I watched her work hard, managed to support a family. And so I believed her judgment around money. And our beliefs are really what set us up in our processes of manifestation. So judgments, this is what we need to let go of. And in order to let go of your judgments, you need to become aware of them. So if you are trying to manifest something, you really need to look at all of your thoughts and feelings around those things. And I'm going to stick with money for the sake of this video because I've started on it and it's one that most people have a problem with. So basically, if you've got a problem with money and you're trying to manifest money into your life and it's not coming, what I suggest you do is that you have a notebook and a pen and you carry it around with you all day long for one day. And every time you think about money during that day, you make a note of what your judgment is around it. So for example, if you're going about your day and you just go, oh God, I have no idea how I'm going to pay my gas bill. Stop. What is your judgment around money? And so in this case, it would be, you have no idea how you're going to pay your gas bill. Are you fearful? Do you have a fear around paying bills? Do you have a deep-seated judgment that you have lack when it comes to paying for things? So notice what your judgments are, because obviously if you're trying to manifest money and your deep-seated judgment around it is that it's hard to pay bills, then of course source consciousness is just going to manifest back into your reality that it's hard to pay bills. It's going to give you exactly what your free will is choosing to believe in every moment. And the thing is, the more you can make a note about what your judgments are, the more you're coming into an awareness about what they are and you're noticing them. And so once you've got this list of what your judgments are, you're now ready to clear them. And one of the most effective ways to clear any judgments that you have around anything is to go back to source, to go back from where it came from. And you don't need to dive into your kind of timeline and find that place in childhood when it happened or, what set you up. You just need to literally go back to the source. And what I mean by that is source consciousness. So what I'm going to share with you today is a method which I'm going to do slowly for you today so that you can really hone it in and grasp it, but which you can do throughout your day whenever you notice your judgments coming up. And what I've noticed since I've started doing this awareness about my judgments is I'm noticing how I judge everything from the way I parent, to the way I have my relationships, to the way, I do my exercise, the way I think about my body. And I'm noticing all my judgments. And every time you attach yourself to a judgment, you're limiting yourself to potentials of experience coming into your life. Because when you attach yourself to something, you're insisting that that's the only way to do it. And so when you can let go of judgment and become the observer of your life, which is what all of our spiritual leaders have always told us to do, and this is what they mean, when you become unattached to things, when you observe things, you open yourself and you become limitless. And what that means is that unlimited, infinite potentials can come to you from source and manifest into your reality in a multitude of ways that are going to be to your benefit. So that's why it's good to let go of your judgments, because you stop yourself being limited. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through this process. So first you're going to decide what it is you want to let go of judgment around. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to do this method around money because most of us have got issues with money. So that's a judgment. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop you into your body and I'm going to get you to begin to feel the energy in your body, and I'm going to expand that out and out and out and out, and you're just going to follow my directions until you meet source consciousness. And you're going to know when you've really become all that is, because you're going to either see in your mind's eye this kind of white luminosity around you, or you're going to feel very peaceful. Or in my case, I just feel overwhelming excitement when I connect to source energy. But you'll know, because you're going to start coming into an elevated sense of self, basically. So I'm going to expand you into source consciousness, and then I'm going to get you to say a statement which is going to allow you to delete your judgments. Now, I'm going to say a statement, and in this process I would ask that you repeat the statement. But if you feel like you want to say another statement after it, then do that. Do whatever you feel, and whatever comes up for you is the right thing for you, because you're a sovereign being and I'm guiding you. But this is your process. Only you really know what is the best process for you. So I'm going to guide you to that, and we're going to delete the judgment at source. And then we have a space. And what we're going to do is we're going to fill that space with something better. Now, we're going to work once again, because I love this frequency, with the frequency of gratitude. Because what happens is when you come into the elevated vibration of gratitude, it creates this vortex in your energy field. And what the vortex does is it makes an assumption that what you are desiring already is. So it creates this vortex of allowing and receiving. It's a vortex of receivership. And so when you go into this elevated state of gratitude, what I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to say some affirmations. So give power to it with your voice, with the frequency of your voice. But you're going to be in the elevated state of receivership, which is gratitude. And once we've said a few of those affirmations, and again, if you want to add your own affirmations, please do so, then we're just going to come back to our day-to-day reality. And I've been doing this for a few days, and I have to say, literally like half an hour after I did this, stuff started changing for me, because I was doing this because I was feeling some resistance around some things. And I started doing this. I started checking my judgments, deleting them, going into gratitude, checking my judgments, deleting them, going into gratitude. And things are just changing like fast. This is like fast stuff. And so what you can do is once you've got this method, you just can do it in 1 minute, and you just do it throughout your day as you're noticing your judgments coming up. And obviously, let's talk about money. If you've got a judgment around lack, okay, so for example, for me as well, basically my parents got divorced when I was 6, and I never had any time with my dad, so I really missed him. So what happened to me was I actually created a judgment around the fact that I was lacking, and also another one that I wasn't worthy to have my dad in my life. This is what kids do. We set up these stuff. So I created this whole judgment around the fact that I wasn't worth anything. And so obviously this judgment didn't just stay in the vicinity of my relationships. It moved out and infiltrated all aspects of my life. So what's going to happen is, as you notice your judgments, you're going to realize how they have affected you in different aspects of your life. And every time you do this deleting process and go into gratitude, you're clearing a multitude of layers in your life. You're clearing things in your relationships, in your career, in your home life, in every aspect of your life. And so it's a really worthwhile process to understand and do. So that being said, let's do the process now. So what I'm going to get you to do is I want you to take a breath in and a breath out and shut your eyes. And just let go of this conversation. And you're just going to begin to bring your awareness to your breath. And now you are going to begin to sense the energy inside your body. So just feeling all of the energy in your body. And what you're going to do now is you are going to expand your energy so it starts to become bigger and move out beyond your body. And you're going to expand your energy even further and feel it expanding into the room you're in, filling it up. And now you are expanding your energy further still, beyond the walls of your room, filling the building that you are in. And then feel it spreading larger and larger into the street that the house is in. Expanding, filling the entire county or town that you are in. Feeling your energetic field expanding and reaching out into the source field. And it's expanding further, moving out to fill the entire country that you are in. And even more, the whole of Earth, and expanding more and more, reaching out into space, bigger and further, becoming limitless, infinite, feeling yourself entirely expanded into the source field. And now you begin to perceive a luminosity around you, a feeling of peace or joy. You are now connected to all that is consciously. And now affirm after me. As a sovereign being with my own free will, I delete all of my judgments around money. As a sovereign being with my own free will, I delete all of my judgments around unworthiness and lack. And now we have a space to fill. So begin to feel that elevated emotion of gratitude, filling up all of your energy field, which reaches out into all that is. Feeling the frequency of gratitude. And now saying the statement, I am grateful and thankful for all the abundance that I receive easily into my life. I am grateful and thankful that I am enough. I am grateful and thankful to be paid very well for just being me. I am grateful and thankful that everything I need arrives easily and quickly for me. And just feeling that vibration, feeling yourself as a vortex of gratitude in the receiving mode, allowing abundance to come into your manifested reality. And then very gently opening your eyes. So there you go. That's the process, and you can use that process for anything, and you can use whatever words work for you. It's just a matter of becoming aware of your judgments and how they limit you, and then choosing to delete them, and then filling that space with gratitude and allowing what all that you deserve as unconditional love to come into your manifested reality. And once you've worked through your judgments, go back and manifest again whatever it is you need, and watch things change for you, because they will. So there you go. I hope that's been helpful, and if you like this video, please like it, and if you would like to see more videos and receive meditations every week, then please just subscribe. Thank you very much.